This is what happens in a country called Ghana. Yes, a young lady's performance in Wendy Shay's latest concert. Wendy Shay is one of Ghana's most popular female artists, most branded and successful female artists. A few days ago, she had a show, she had a concert in Ghana, and the turnout, by the way, was amazing. Artists came to support, fellow artists like Shatawale were present. But that is not what is making headlines, honey. That is not what is trending. That is not what this particular concert of hers is being known for. The one person who stole the show is this young lady here, the lady dressed in green. Okay, now I bet you can already understand what's going on here, isn't it? Voila. So, she's on the front row, so it's very easy for her to be spotted, right? We're taking pictures now and videos. Now, what is getting the internet talking and Ghanaians talking is the fact that, in fact, take a look at this video. Are you seeing the way? It's not like, ladies, when you do not like being touched in a particular way, you are going to take offense, right? There's a way you're going to react. There's a way you're probably going to warn the people concerned or the men concerned, like, hey, don't touch me like that next time. I don't want it. I don't want you next to me. And now when you attend shows and concerts, there are always police officers to maintain law and order, because days like this, honey, with people from different walks of life, different attitude, different mentality, there's just going to be a whole lot of chaos. So that there are police officers as well as bouncers or bodyguards who are there to maintain law and order. So if this is something that she did not really enjoy, she would have called the attention of the police officers in front, right? Or probably, fellow, like those who were next to her, like, she would have called for attention. She would have cried out. But can you see the way she's enjoying the whole thing? Take a look at her facial expression. Are you seeing it? And this video went so viral to the point where it even affected her marriage. Now, she's the most popular Ghanaian right now in Ghana are on the internet because everybody is literally disgusted. Now, if you were to check what's trending in Ghana, you're definitely going to be finding this young lady. You see, and Wendy Shayna was trying to save face for the young lady because, the bashing was way too much for her. We're going to drop a couple of comments. And Wendy Shay, she wants to come through for her fans. So I think she invited her on her TikTok live to interview the young lady and stuff. And she was trying to do like damage control. And there were certain things that Wendy Shay was saying that did not really make sense to me. For example, there's something she said. She said, you are doing the face, the facial expression that you were giving people. It's not because anything was going on, but it's because of the pepper spray that, entered your eyes. So actually sprayed our fans pepper spray. Who sprays their fans pepper spray in a concert? And when you take a look at the rest of them, her neighbors, honey, do they look like they're in an uncomfortable situation? Are you seeing any sign of discomfort? All of them are happy. They're singing along, they're dancing, they're vibing and stuff. So what pepper spray are you talking about?
Every fan is very dear to my heart. Everybody who supports Wendy Shea brand is very dear to my heart. And I feel like as we both are women, you're a woman, I'm a woman. There is a way the world judges women and how the world perceives women. Do you understand? So the little I can do is to give you an advice, okay? So if you go to a place like that is like very crowded like that, and you feel like the boys and the men are touching you inappropriately, because I believe you came out to clarify, say, nothing happened, right?
Yeah.
Nothing happened. Nothing of that sort happened. There was no sexual affair or anything of that sort. But instead, they sprayed pepper spray. That was the reason why you were making that face.
Pepper spray? Who has used pepper spray on their fans when they attend the concert? Do you want your fans to stay with you or you want them to go home? Which one? I've never heard such a thing. So come on, I understand you want to do that, but there are certain actions that we should frown at. There are certain actions that we have to call people out for. You understand? Because other people are watching. You see, other people are watching, and you have to set an example. I understand it's a fan, and you're trying to see how you can fix her, you can prep her just to make her feel good and all, because you need these fans to keep streaming your music. You want to be loved, but at a particular point in time, you've been a role model that all of this people are looking up to. You just have to set a good example. It's about cautioning this young woman, telling her that this is something that you should not do. And look at the face. It did not show any sort of discomfort. It shows that you had given your consent. You see, you were in accordance with whatever was going on, because she's even adjusting herself. She's even positioning herself like, okay, you know what? Let me make it a lot more easier for you. And you are really seeing the enjoyment. Like, she's loving everything. She's accepting. And at some point, she's even going to turn and look at the gentleman, because she really wants to know the person who is, like rocking her and stuff. And you do not see any frown there. You don't see any anger. You don't see any annoyance. You don't see, don't do that. Like stand face, like warning people. You gave them the approval to do whatever they were doing to you. And a lot of people, like I said, there's a way the African society looks at women. You have to be very virtuous. There's a way you are expected to carry yourself. You see, they frown at indecency. For example, the way you dress, when you expose your body parts, people frown at that. They don't want to see that. And the way your decorum, like the way you carry yourself when you're in public space, like a concert, equally matters, because people are watching you. I don't think she knew that people were watching her. I don't think she knew, or she even noticed that they were recording her. But probably she did, but she didn't really care. She was just, she did not really take time to think about the whole thing. Maybe she was just enjoying the moment and she thought that it's going to pass. But no, now she's actually experiencing the consequences. And one of those is, it turns out from the videos we've seen on the internet, that this young lady is married and the husband took offense. Like, how dare you? Bro, if you were my sister-in-law, I'm going to be angry too. And it's very disrespectful. A man's pride is the woman. When you want to kill a man, you want to bruise his ego, honey, you want to defeat a man, just have your way with his wife. Just tell him that I did this to your wife, I got down with you. Oh, they get really pissed. They get so mad. Are you understand it? So the man, just imagine maybe you're in a garden with your friends, and then someone says, bro, take a look at this video. Or a group of your friends, and they're laughing, they're watching a video, they're laughing and stuff. And they're like, now what's young lady this? Look at what they're doing to this woman. Look, and then you're like, let me see what you guys are looking at. And they show you, and boom, it's your wife. It's your wife, it's your girlfriend, it's your fiancé, or you'll be so disappointed, especially if it's someone that you love and you've invested so much money on, because you'll be like, wow, this is someone that I literally pay the bills and do everything for. And she's allowing people, young men who can barely feed her, young men who cannot even take care of themselves, who cannot have proper bath, to actually do that to her, not even in a decent environment, not even probably in an expensive, suite, a hotel or an apartment, on the streets. With a lot of people watching. Where's your dignity? You say, so the husband was angry. You're going to see videos where he's literally throwing her things out of the house, like, you have to leave. And then she goes now from one show to the other. They've been interviewing her, trying to get her own point of view. Now, according to her, she claimed that nothing happened, that it was just a moment, she was just dancing. But when you take a look at this video, it contradicts what she's saying. Is not actually what we're seeing. Are you getting? There's actually something going on. There's something going on. Anyways, people, I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. And to be honest, after looking at this video, you will, and this is not the first time such a thing is happening. It's always the women that get to disgrace and embarrass the rest of us, because I think we've seen cases where a young man, like, I think there was this video. This one actually happened in Cameroon. It happened in Boya, in my city. That was in Monaco Stadium. I think is it Flavor. One artist came to Cameroon, and during his performance, this young man literally bought bought 2 tickets for himself and the girlfriend, bought her the outfit, everything that she had on, and then they went to the concert and she started crying and fainting. You see, I think Flavor even called her on stage, and then she just forgot that she and that was it. And the guy said, you know what, we are done. When you're leaving that stage, just go to your house. I don't want to catch you in my house again. We are through. This is not the first time we've seen young ladies that are being touched in a crazy way, especially when they come very close to the artist, and you see the way they misbehave. Now, you will not blame men who don't want to see their women attend concerts. Neither do they want to take them there, because when you take them there, there's a probability that you might come home alone. You go with her, but you return alone. So she leaves you there for another person. And it shouldn't be so. We have to learn to control ourselves and control our emotions and control our urges. This is very disgraceful, Anyway, so she's lost her relationship. This has tinted her image. I don't think a family would want, such a sister-in-law. So there's just something that you're going to do. You see that if 1 minute, 2 minutes, 10 minutes pleasure can literally ruin your life. So the decisions you take today is going to affect your tomorrow. So you have to be very careful. Think it through. Think it through. It's not just enjoyment. It's not just a concert. Now the comments are not favorable. There's just a whole lot you end up losing. You see, she's claiming that, oh, let's take a look at the back, because now they're showing us before the event, like before the whole thing happened, she's dancing. She's a diehard fan of Wendy Shey and all, but we have not seen videos of her after. Other people are claiming that there's definitely going to be a hole at the back of her dress. We want to see after the show how she was looking, because when you look at all the movement, that dress was definitely torn. But anyways, it is what it is, right? So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Ghanaians, how do you feel about that? Because this is an embarrassment, not just to her, but to our gender as well, because there's going to be the way those people are going to see us. Like, we are not serious. We don't have any integrity. We don't have any virtue whatsoever. You understand? Like, we are way too cheap or way too easy to get. Are you understanding? Like, lack of self-respect. There's one thing, when a woman does something, they attribute it to the entire gender. That's the crazy thing. But one person cheats, boom, it's women. Now, so they're daughters of Eve. Now, it tarnishes your image and all, our image. So when you are doing something, remember, I always have it at the back of the mind that it's not just you. You are representing women. Us. We are included. Okay, so always carry yourself proper, dignified, behave yourself. Okay, guys, so this is what is trending. I decided to bring it to your doors. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Man, would you allow your women attend a concert or a show? Have you ever taken your woman for a show or to a show? And is this something that you're looking forward to? And if you have, what was your experience like? Have you ever had a terrible experience, like you taking your girlfriend, your woman, to a concert and she ends up misbehaving and you return home alone at the end of the day? Or have you always enjoyed your outing with your woman? I want to hear all this and lots more in the comment section. I am Daniel Younger, Screen Goddess. Bye.